New on 4K from 88 Films is Zombie Holocaust from 1980, otherwise known as Dr. Butcher, MD. And I find it quite funny that these type of movies are being released on 4K. Not just funny weird. I love that they get a 4K release of these kind of films. I think it's absolutely tremendous. These kind of films that you got on crappy VHS way back in the 80s is now getting this lavish treatment, and it looks terrific. You can tell there's been a little bit more care taken with these 4Ks. I doubt there'll be any replacement programs for these ones. I particularly enjoy this film, which is bonkers. It's jumping onto the cannibal craze and the zombie craze that was going on in the late 70s of Italian rip-off cinema, which is one of my favourite genres of rip-off cinema. And just kind of watching our characters, like Laurie, our main one, as she discovers that there's something weird going on. People are turning up in New York, attacking bodies, eating body parts.
Hold it! Turan! Lock him up downstairs.
And she decides to go looking to a foreign island somewhere to discover what the hell's going on, because all the clues read back to the indigenous tribes of this land. And they kind of travel there. They end up meeting Dr. Chandler, played by Ian McCulloch, who is particularly great in this one. And while they're there, they get the best of both worlds. There is a bunch of indigenous cannibals that are going to devour and bloody butcher our heroes and heroine. And there is a doctor who seems to be up to something. As well as that, there is a slew of zombies around there as well to deal with. It's pretty much hell on an island, and they're kind of stuck there, and the carnage ensues. Although this is taking the kind of ideas from cannibal movies and from zombie movies and mixing it together, it does stand out. It stands out because of the wonderful effects and gore that it has within here. People are eviscerated in front of your very eyes in wonderful 4K, and it looks tremendous. And you just see how wonderfully glorious the effects are, because they are wonderful to check out. You can't really see the seams, and it just looks pretty terrific.
Lift his head.
Like I said, there's nothing exceptional about this film. It follows the kind of typical beats that you would guess are going to happen. You can see it coming from the start, and it follows the kind of, say, base plotline of zombie flesh eaters with a little bit of cannibals chucked in just for good measure to add a bit of blood and gore. Now, I kind of like a lot of the cast that we get here. I think Ian McCulloch is particularly great in this one, another stalwart of zombie flesh eaters brought in here, and he gives a terrifically twisted performance. We've got some other characters in here who don't last particularly long, so you don't need to worry about getting attached to them. It's an 84-minute movie, and the bulk of that is taken up with blood and guts.
Peter, look, that's Susan. Susan! Susan! Ah!
I would have enjoyed either of these films if it'd stick to one of the genres, the cannibals or the zombies. I think they were both fun, but putting them together, it gives us the best of both worlds from this time, and that's what I really like about Zombie Holocaust. The acting leaves a lot to be desired at certain points, but that's par for the course for these movies. The dub can be incredibly funny, but if you're here for a quick-paced film, this is one that has it. If you're looking to dip your toe in some Italian horror movies, it's a good starting point. The story is pretty easy to follow. It's not too convoluted, makes a little bit of sense, which is unusual for some of these films. The blood, the guts, the gore are what drive this one forward and what make it so much fun. And with a sprinkle of nudity as well, because, well, You've got to have it in these kind of movies. Let's dive into this disc and have a look at the extras on show here. Here we are in the disc for Zombie Holocaust. Let's go to the bonus features. First up, we've got an audio commentary with David Flint and Adrian Smith. We have Girolami Holocaust, an interview with Alberto Moriani. This runs at 19 minutes 16 seconds. Got some fun anecdotal stories about pretty much being pulled by his father into the business and a couple of mistakes he made along the way. Our Life, Our Music, an interview with Giacomo and Eddie Dell'Orso, which is 47 minutes and 8 seconds. It's a monster and it's got some fascinating info in amongst that. Next up, we have To Die and Rise in Rome, an interview with Marcello Avallone. This is 15 minutes 46 seconds. He talks a lot about his kind of films and the impact that Rear Window had on it, and showing him the kind of tension and suspense you can draw out of somebody's murder on screen. My pick of the extras is Eaten Alive, the rise and fall of the Italian cannibal film. This feature-length doc is 1 hour 25 minutes 12 seconds and it is a must for anybody interested in the cannibal genre. Q&A with Ian McCulloch at the Manchester Festival of Fantastic Films in 2009 runs at 50 minutes 23 seconds. We have a restoration reel, which is 3 minutes 5 seconds, showing you previous footage and then it restored, which I kind of love these things. And last we have the theatrical trailer. Also included in this set is a poster and a 40-page booklet with a wonderful essay by Rachel Nisbet. And that's the extras for Zombie Holocaust. There we have it. Zombie Holocaust, out now on 88 Films 4K. I enjoy this one. It's one of these ones that I enjoy more the more I watch it. Yeah, I don't really have much more to say than that, other than it's another good disc. I can't wait to see what other 4K craziness they're going to release next. Bring it on. I cannot wait to see it. I would love to know your thoughts on Cannibal Holocaust. If you love it, hate it, fall somewhere in the middle, let me know in the comment box below, and whether you're picking this release up or whether you've got the old Blu-ray. I'm just curious. There is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff if you're interested. In the description box below are links to the Patreon membership program and manvfilm.com, all ways in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.